Hello there, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Yes, we're here for Millwall versus Hull City, the final match before the international break, which will see England taking part in a friendly against Australia and then also a Euros qualifier against Italy. So, before all that, we have some major championship action, that being Millwall versus Hull City. And this is the watch-along, this is the place to be. Welcome, Glimpse, welcome, Theo Hunter, you all. The Bradford City fan is here, nobody fear. Tom, you can shut up with your Chelsea chants. Yes, I see that you're here, but everyone's favourite Bradford City fan. Welcome to the watch-along to come and support the Tigers as we hopefully can pull off a win against Millwall at the Den. Kick off in 5 minutes' time. Before that, we'll go over the team news for both sides. We'll start off with Hull City, and you can see just to that side of me, you can see the lineup, that being Ryan Alsop in goal. He remains a spot in net. Note there is no Matt Ingram on the bench, so possibly an injury with that scenario. Do have Lotu Tyler on the bench. Jacob Greaves gets the captain's spot after Louis Coyle had broken his eye socket. It looks like he'll be playing at left back, with Alfie Jones and Sean McLaughlin being the centre-back partnership. Cyrus Christie will be playing as the right-back, so that's the defence sorted. Traore, Morton, Delap, Philogene, Seri and Twine make up the rest of the lineup, meaning Connolly has been dropped to the bench. Whether that be a good case considering his form off the bench at the start of the season, we'll wait and see. So it means that the bench is rounded up of Lotitala, Vinagre, Doherty, Alias Ibanesh does actually make a spot on the bench. There's a bit of debate about that due to his injury, but he makes a spot on the bench. Dukan Cynic, we could see his second appearance for Hull City this season. Jason Lakilo, James Furlong, Andy Smith, who got a new contract yesterday, and Aaron Connolly. Yes, says you excited for Monday. I am not excited for Monday. Shoosh. Hopefully Bradford City can win. Hopefully they can. I presume that you're still under caretaker manager. You all indeed. Where's I was on Tufan? Tufan is injured again. So that's fun. I follow on. Lovely Sir Nigel of Farage. Welcome to the stream. We'll quickly whiz through the Millwall lineup, and that is made up of a goalkeeper which I can't pronounce, Bialakowski. Very, very sorry. McNara, Cooper's their captain, Nisbet, Fleming, Campbell, Bryan, Leonard, Watmore, Denori, and Harding. Notes on the bench, they've got George Honeyman, of course, former Tiger, and no Ryan Longman. Whether that's a case of he can't play against us due to something to do with the fact that he's on loan from us to Millwall, not really too sure. I believe that was only sort of like a cup thing, but whether it's for the league as well, I'm not too sure. If anyone does know, please let me know. Kevin McDonald. No. What more do you want from that team? It's shocking. Hey. Benny G's on the puns today. Nobody fear. So yes. Let's have a look, a bit of a closer look at the Hull City lineup. It does look like we will be playing with that sort of the 4-2-3-1 that we have been playing with pretty much all season, I want to say. Certainly as a starting lineup with Greaves as the left back, Christie as right back, then Seri and Morton as the CDMs, with possibly Scott Twine and Philogene out on the wings. Could possibly see Traore out on the wide, but I prefer Traore as a sort of a centre man. I'm proper scared for Bradford. Longman isn't in because you can't play against your parent club. I thought that would be the case. I knew it was certainly for Cup. I wasn't too sure for the league. But that makes sense. Score predictions, I say 2-0 to the Tigers. I'm saying a 3-1 win for the Tigers. Hopefully that'll come to fruition. I think this is probably one of the stronger lineups that we can get out at the moment. Maybe a proper left back would be ideal, but we have 2 on the bench, so no fears there. But I think this is probably one of the stronger lineups that we can see at the moment, with sort of all the injuries that we have suffered within the sort of the past week. Not a big fan of Twine. Don't think he's done anything for us. Not saying he's a bad player, but just a bit overhyped. I see that he's not really done too much for the Tigers in what he was brought in to be doing. He was brought in to be this fantastic set piece taker. He was brought in to score these fantastic free kicks and everything. And he's not really done it, certainly as of yet. He's not really had too much game time in the past few games, but unsure if that means anything. 2-0 Hull, you're saying, Bradford City fan. 2-1 City, you're saying, Benny. Delap and Aliar off the bench. Hopefully we can see Aliar off the bench. He's not had a lot of game time this season, mere minutes, due to his injuries. Hopefully we're going to get manager soon. Hopefully you can. Forgot my Fire Stick, so can't even watch it. No worries. Sorry if I'm annoying you, my Hull City friends. You are not annoying me at all, my Bradford City fan. My Bradford City friend. So here come the both teams. Hull City lining up in their away amber strip, and then Millwall, of course, in their home dark blue. Is that what it is? Yeah, we'll say it's a dark blue. The colour of their strip. Liam Rosino coming out as well, applauding the away support. Not too sure what the away support looks like for this game. We'll have a closer look maybe at half time. So yes, it'd be interesting to see if we can sort of rebound back from Tuesday evening. Of course, that was a bit of it wasn't a disappointing loss, but it's one that you happily forget in a long time, just because of how dominant Ipswich were and how not dominant we were. Do not fear, the Bradford City fan is here. I can't spell. You can tell how bad we're missing Ozan these past few games. Certainly. A lot of people have sort of been saying, like, oh, Ozan's too fan, he doesn't provide too much, but he certainly does. He's tied top scorer with Aaron Connolly. Along with that, he's such an influential player on the pitch, just out of possession and in possession. Without his goals, he's sort of still an influential player. So I really want him back sooner rather than later. It sounds like it will be a case of he'll be back straight after the international break, though, from what Liam Rosini has said. Also, it would be nice to see James Furlong to play. I thought James Furlong would have possibly got a shout today, certainly with Louis Coyle missing. But it sounds like from what Liam Rosini said, he's looking for the perfect opportunity to play him. Of course, being a young player, you don't want to waste his sort of debut and everything. You want to make sure that he gets his proper first introduction right. Similar to how we saw with Harry Vaughan last season when he started against Blackburn away and he did fantastic. It probably will be a case of where we see James Furlong have his debut on an away game, just so he doesn't have the pressure of the home crowd right there for him. So here we go. Hull City kickers underway. Back to Jean-Michael Seri. Then with Jones back to Seri. And now it's with Cyrus Christie, who's got a bit of space down this right hand side. Can we see a first bit of attack for him? Ball goes through and then ends up with Millwall as they boot it along to Alfie Jones. And then Scott Twine is fouled inside of Millwall's half. I'm saying Bradford now. I take Ozan over on the pitch over Twine. Yeah. At the moment, current form and everything, I would What do you think Bradford City score is going to be? I'm not sure who you're playing. They're playing Swindon. I'll say a cheeky 2-1 to Bradford. A cheeky 2-1 to Bradford. Yeah. Right. Well, that free kick led to nothing. As ball's now out with Seri. Seri tries to do a little bit of a switch one. He does get it to Scott Twine out on this right-hand side. He's got Christie at his right, sorry. Christie's now got the ball. He's fouled. 2 quick fouls in quick succession there for Millwall. Hello from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Wow, I think that's our first, certainly our first USA one. I have a quick question. What's going on with Ozan Tufan? Why is he not playing lately? Just due to injury. He picked up an injury which was put him out for 2 games. Then he's picked up another injury off the back of that one, which is putting him out till sort of the end of towards the end of the month. Sounds like. So yeah, sounds like he won't be here until the end of the month. Right. Well, Millwall's goalkeeper, who I can't pronounce, has the ball. Sends it long all the way to Sean McLaughlin. McLaughlin boots it long. The lap should have got that, but it was offside, so he couldn't. As the ball is now ending up with Millwall in sort of an attacking third position. I don't know how that happened. But Christie gets it, passes it to Morton. Morton plays a bit of a ball to Christie, who has a hard time of getting it. Does so, tries to send it down the line, but number 15 for Millwall collects it, and they'll look to calm down a bit of possession through their back line. So certainly an early goal would be ideal here for City. Come on, cheer the boys. Dish, dish, dish. City, make some noise. Dish, dish, dish. Oh, 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 oh. Come on, cheer the boys. Ish, ish, ish. Jane and Philogene not managing to get on that possession there. Ball rolls out for a Millwall throw-in halfway into our half on the opposite side of the field, as they will play it backwards and look to sort of switch the play through their defence over to this left-hand side here. I'm saying 2-1 Bradford. That's fair. That's what I said. So I just get a bit nervous about Bradford City. It's all right. Don't blame me saying Bradford's going to lose. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with you this season. I thought you was going to have a cracking season, and it's just not happened, has it, for you? Well, Oscar Estepinian has been announced in the starting lineup for Metz as they play Nice. Should be an interesting game for him over there. Of course, he's on loan at Metz from Hull City. As Cyrus Christie boots the ball out of play for a Millwall throw-in. The only chant I know from Hull is the Ozan Tufan one. Yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic, isn't it? Ole, 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 Ozan Tufan. Right, well, Millwall passing it along their defence now. And number 45, Harding. Number 45, wow. As Leonard just gets a wrong pass on that one. Sends out a play. This ball is now with Seri, who tries to shield off his man. Doesn't work quite as he anticipated, as Millwall end up with the ball away from his attack. Ball bobbles around though, and Morton picks up nicely. It's now with Seri. Seri's going to charge a bit forwards here. Ball out wide towards Liam Delap. Delap's going to carry the ball along this right-hand side. He's looking for his men to get forwards. He has got Christie out on the right. He's going to go for it himself. Oh, wasn't a million miles away there with his left foot from Liam Delap. Quite a distance outside of the box. He goes for the adventurous shot up to the top left corner. And it's not a million miles away, shooting with his left foot there, Liam Delap. Not a million miles away, and that's the first shot of the game, and it comes in a Hull City fashion. Do not mind it whatsoever. You don't know the one iconic, you get mauled by the Tigers? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, Bradford City fan. I'm sure you know that. You're getting mauled by the Tigers. Mauled by the Tigers. You're getting mauled by the Tigers. I think putting the voice on really helps sell the stupidity of it. Right, well, Cyrus Christie's got a throw in on this near-hand side. Plays 1-2 with Morton. Christie ends up with the ball, and now it's with Morton. Ooh, a bit of a slidey challenge there. Hull City gain a throw in pretty much the identical spot. Oh yeah, forgot that one. We all do until it appears. We all forget it exists until we start singing it. Cyrus Christie with a throw in once again. Plays the 1-2 with Scott Twine this time. He tries to send it down the line. He gets the ball there with Liam Delap as he's just pulled to the floor, but no one, not the referee, is giving one. So Millwall end up with the ball from this. Just passing along their defence, trying to bring out our midfield a bit. Looking for a point of attack. Brian now has the ball on his right-hand side, and he is fouled through Scott Twine, who's having a little bit of a slow start to this game. 6 minutes in. Bradford City have a one about Jamie Walker. We sing Jamie Walker do 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 do. Yeah, I can already hear how it's going. So Millwall with a free kick now. Brian to take, I believe. Yep, Brian, number 15. Bit of an in-swinging one. In swings towards number 19. What? How's that happened? How has that happened? Number 19, that's what more? What more could you want from that? He's managed to sneak the ball in after getting a bit of a cheap one there towards the front post. And he's injured himself on the celebration there. What an absolute plonker. What more could Hull City have done there? He somehow snuck the ball in on the near post. Let's have a look at this replay. Head goes in. It comes bounding off Sean McLaughlin to Watmore. He plays it right at Ryan Alsop and it deflects off Alsop into the back of the net. It's a comical error there from Hull City. 1-0 down, 7-8 minutes in. And you've got to be asking, what are the defence doing there? No one's following Watmore in. He's injured himself on the celebration. What on earth? This is a terrible start to this game. A terrible start to this game. Already 1-0 towards Millwall in a game that we should realistically be trying to look to win with their current lack of home form at the Den. What on earth? Oh, 1-0 Millwall. I have Sky Sports. I get proper scared when I get other notifications. I love City. Yeah, it's not a great start to the game, is it, Benny? As a quick reply is what's needed here. Of course, my prediction was a 3-1 win. And for that, Millwall do have to score. Hopefully this is their only goal of the afternoon. As a yellow card is already handed out. And it goes to McNamara. Or however you pronounce his name. On the foul on Jacob Greaves. Hull City will look to take the free kick here on the left-hand side. In Hull City's half. Ugh. I don't know what to do. What on earth? Quick reply is what's needed here. As Scott Twine plays it into Delap. Delap playing a little feeder ball back towards McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets it out wide to Jaden Philogene. Philogene's got two men on him and somehow managed to bounce past them. His pass goes a little bit awry and Millwall now have the ball on this right-hand side. It's now... Philogene does well, though, to sort of recover and to send it out for a Millwall throw-in off the back of McNamara. That was shocking defending, nothing else to say apart from that. Certainly, it's probably one of the worst pieces of defending I've seen this season from City. It was a cheap goal to let in, and it's sort of one of them ones where you are looking at the defence and questioning why was nobody following in Watmore? Why was he allowed that sort of easy tap in? Yeah, maybe Alsop could have positioned himself a little bit better so it didn't deflect off him, but still, it's shocking to say the least from the City defence. It's a free kick that we shouldn't be conceding from. One from quite some distance out, and it was an in-swinger. Shocking. Cyrus Christie now has the ball on his right hand side, plays it back towards Alfie Jones. Alfie Jones plays it across to McLaughlin, and McLaughlin just looks to play it back towards Alfie Jones with a little cheeky 1-2 there. Just playing the ball between the defenders now with Jacob Greaves on it. Back towards McLaughlin, just drawing out the midfield, as we do through this Rozzy ball. Jones goes for a bit of a venturous ball towards Delap. Delap gets it. He's got a bit of space to run. He sends out wide to Cyrus Christie. Christie sends one in, misses Delap, gets the front man of the defence, as Millwall have a bit of a scramble to get it clear somehow, even though they had buckets of time. And it's with Scott Twine now. Scott Twine plays it in towards Seri. Seri, he's got options out to his left, and he uses them through Jacob Greaves. Greaves finds Philogene up a bit ahead of him with Adama Traore in support. Plays it back towards Philogene. Philogene, little bobbler towards Jacob Greaves. Greaves somehow wins the throw in there as he sends a bit of a fiery one back towards Sean McLaughlin. Also, at the minute, I'm still preferring Ruben over Cyrus. Certainly, I'm unsure why why Ruben Vinagre isn't playing this game. Certainly seems to be the right option. Whether it's a case of sort of resting him up just so he has sort of more of an impact off the bench. Not too sure what Rosini's sort of thinking there, but anyway. Sean McLaughlin now on the ball. Plays it over towards Alfie Jones. Alfie Jones out wide to Scott Twine. Scott Twine is sitting a little bit deeper on this right-hand side. He's now pushing forwards as the ball's with the defence. Maybe looking for a ball over the top. It's with Philogene. Philogene to Adama Traore. And it bounces just away from on the return ball to Philogene. And it goes out for a Millwall throw-in. Upsetting that. Upsetting. Scores elsewhere in the Championship. 1-0 towards Southampton through a Stuart Armstrong goal in the second minute. Millwall, of course, lead here 1-0. Everton lead 1-0 at Bournemouth, against Bournemouth. And then Burnley are 1-0 up against Chelsea. Take that, Tom. There's balls with Scott Twine here now. Seri's got it in return. All the way across to Jacob Greaves. Greaves has got Philogene in help. Philogene tries to look to play with 1-2 with Adama Traore. Instead tries to bounce past his men. Comes in for a successful slide tackle there. And in result is fouled with a Hull City free kick in an advancing area. Possibly a Scott Twine shooting range or a Tyler Morton shooting range. Them two are going to have to fight it out to see who needs to take the shot. Thank you very much, Benny, for hoping... for reminding me to change the scores. Home team are 1-0 up somehow. Thank you very much, Benny. I always forget to do it. There we go. 1-0 Millwall. Hopefully, I will need to change them back in a second to it being 1-1. I hope Hull win. I hope I'll win too, Bradford City fan. But at the moment, it is 1-0 Millwall. Looks like Scott Twine will be taking this free kick. He goes for the shot. It deflects off the Millwall wall. That's fun to say. Millwall wall. Millwall wall. As they hoof the ball sort of clear. Only as far as Tyler Morton. Morton does well to shield the ball. And plays it to Cyrus Christie on the easy pass to get away from his man. As Surrey now has the ball. Carrying it a little bit. Looking for the space. Towards McLaughlin. Now McLaughlin to Greaves. Greaves up towards Adama Traore. Who's sitting a little bit deeper. Seems to be that Scott Twine and Adama Traore sitting a little bit deeper. With Philogene taking a bit more of a central role alongside Liam Delap. So the ball is just passed between the defenders as Millwall starting to lose their shape a little bit. Hopefully Hull City can capitalise on this, but a dodgy back ball towards Alfie Jones, and he luckily recovers as number 7 Nisbet was coming in for Millwall trying to get the cheap shot. It ends with Alsop. Alsop, fiery ball out towards Jacob Greaves, and it's unnecessarily hit towards Jacob Greaves up in the air, and he doesn't manage to control it. Don't blame Jacob Greaves there, but Ryan Alsop has lost his head a little bit. hopefully, this isn't the sort of the downcline of Ryan Alsop. We've seen a good September off him. Hopefully, we can sort of see a good rest of the season from him. As Leonard is sending this long throw in for Millwall. Rory Delap-esque, of course, against Rory Delap's son Liam Delap. And Scott Twine manages to scramble to it with Adama Traore boosting it clear, but only as far as the Millwall last man who is sitting in the Hull City half. So they'll look to repiece this attack down the right-hand side. It's into the area. It's with number 19. Number 19 lays it off to another man in Millwall shirt, and he shoots, and it just hits the side netting. Lucky escape there from Hull City, but once again some poor defending, allowing Millwall to grab an easy shot. His nan is from Hull. His nan is from Hull. Liam Rosenia. His nan is from Hull. Yes, Campbell with an easy shot there from Millwall. Just manages to bound past some of the defenders. I'm looking at our defensive shape in this sort of first half, and defensively we're looking all over the place. In possession we're fine. It's just defensively we're looking a bit lackluster. It's like almost like that every chance that Millwall have with the ball, they can just charge at our defenders. They'll move out the way and they can score. Realistically, it could be 2-0 at the moment, Millwall, with that chance there from Campbell. Hull City now with the ball here. Seems like a game where possession will be key for us, as Alfie Jones just drops back with it towards Ryan Alsop. Hull City fans behind the goal currently with Ryan Alsop. Of course, they will be there cheering on the Hull City players in the attack in the second half. Hopefully that is a good factor. Jones plays it across field towards Jacob Greaves. Greaves up towards Adama Traore. Traore with Philogene. Philogene could play the little ball back to Adama Traore. He's on the run. Inside, cuts it inside to Liam Delap. Back to Philogene. Philogene. He plays it now with Adama Traore. Was looking for the ball back, but instead Adama Traore goes into Scott Twine. It's more of a central attacking role. Out towards Cyrus Christie. Cyrus Christie looks to get past his man. Possibly going for a shot here. Possibly. He gets a little bit stumbled on his feet. And Jaden Philogene! Whoa! Oh! Don't mind that whatsoever from Jaden Philogene. He goes for a bit of a bicycle kick, and it was a bicycle kick and a half. He flicks it up himself off his right foot, and then he sees the ball up in the air. His back's to the goal, and he thought, why not? I'll just flick my body over it. Bicycle kick, probably one of the best bicycle kicks I've seen in the Hull City shirt. As we know, everyone likes to get their bicycle kicks out. It's unfortunately fired straight at the Millwall keeper, so it wasn't too much of a trouble that time. But I do not mind that whatsoever. An interesting bicycle kick from Jaden Philogene. First bicycle kick I've seen him do. A few more score updates. Plymouth are leading 1-0 against Swansea. Blackburn are leading 1-0 at QPR. And then most recently, Ipswich are now 1-0 up against Preston. We'll have a look at sort of scores and table at half time. See what this does to us, but a loss is not what we need. As the ball's fired towards Liam Delap. Liam Delap does not control it to the best of his ability, and so it ends up with Millwall. Millwall cut it inside. They've got players in this attack. It's a pretty much a 3-on-4 here for Millwall. They look to play the ball back to get more man in the attack, and I'm saying that our defence is looking a bit shambolic today. It certainly is. The ball feeds through there, and it was basically a poor pass from Millwall away from being another goal. Poor defending here from Hull. Poor defending. It's the reason why we're 1-0 down at the moment, as Rosenia's giving words to Liam Delap. Hopefully some words of, get this defence sorted out. We're looking absolutely shambolic. Hopefully, our good start to the season, our best start to a championship season in history, hopefully that's not been wiped away through these past two games. We need a win here to go into the international break on a high. It's balls with Jaden Philogene. Adama Traore rescues it with Philogene. Ball is just now with Sean McLaughlin and Jacob Greaves. Back to McLaughlin and then across to Alfie Jones. Jones with a bit of space there. Tries to play it towards Morton. Morton fires it back towards Jones. Cross to McLaughlin. McLaughlin and then to Greaves. Greaves sitting a little bit deeper than probably what I would like to be, but that's because Cyrus Christie's pushed on quite highly. Sort of playing as a right winger as it was. Looking as a three back in possession. With Adama Traore on the ball. Plays out wide to Jaden Philogene. Philogene, he has Adama Traore on his support. He's doing a few cheeky step overs. Another few cheeky step overs. And plays it back towards Jacob Greaves. Greaves to Adama Traore. Back to Greaves. And Millwall sort of block off his chances quite well. So he has to play it all the way back towards McLaughlin and Jones. Ball's now with Liam Delap. Delap with Seri. He has Scott Twine out to the right. Referee gets involved. And instead of allowing the play on, he just does a drop ball. Bit stupid there from the referee. Hopefully a few not many more mistakes from him this afternoon. Ball's out now wide now with Cyrus Christie. Christie to Morton. And a cheeky ball there to Scott Twine. Scott Twine has space. In towards Morton. Morton into the area. And it bobbles up. And the keeper don't manage to get a save on it. But the defence does well for Millwall. Unlike Hull City. And they get it clear. Still 1-0 Millwall. But that's probably our best chance of the afternoon there. Some nice work from the City players on the right. Cyrus Christie gets one into the box. It's now with Alfie Jones. Jones carries it across to this right-hand side. He has 2 or 3 players in the spot. Plays with Morton. Morton to Seri. Seri tries and plays it back towards Alfie Jones, but he was already on the return, so there was no way that he was getting to that ball from Seri. Yeah. It's what you expect from Hull City. We can never have a nice thing, can we? We can never have a nice thing. Not in a million years. As Millwall carry the ball up this right-hand side. Philogene trying to push off his man quite nicely. He does so they have to force the ball back towards their defence. A bit of a dribbler cross-field ball for Millwall, which allows some of the Hull City players to push up. Don't mind because Scott Twine is just going to completely misread that pass from Millwall. Don't get in the blocking path of it. So instead, Millwall still retain possession. 23 minutes gone here at the Den. Still 1-0 Millwall. As Delap sort of pressuring down on the Millwall defence, looking for some change here. As Millwall fire one a bit longer. And that is a free kick towards Hull City. With Campbell making the foul, or was it offside? I wasn't too sure. Finally found a watch-along channel. Welcome, Camo. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good day, and hopefully we can get the result that you want, whether you're supporting Hull or Millwall. Hopefully you're supporting Hull, because that's the result we want. Ball fired long towards the Jaden Philogene. Philogene still with it. Philogene! Gets in! That's what he does! His first goal in a City shirt. Jaden Philogene grabs a goal for the Tigers. That's what he does! Jaden Philogene makes it 1-1, 25 minutes gone. He got called up to the Young Lions along with Liam Delap yesterday, and he grabs his first Hull City goal to celebrate. Jaden Philogene, cheeky ball from Sean McLaughlin over the field to Philogene. He beats his man and then neatly prods it home on the near post against the Millwall keeper. There's no doubt in the world, because that's what he does. Jaden Philogene with his first goal for the Tigers. And what a way to do it. 1-1 here at the Den. We're back on it. 25 minutes gone. Whoa. What a way. Jaden Philogene to grab his first goal for the Tigers. My oh my. Yay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for supporting Hull Camo. John Phillips, go on City. Go on City indeed, John. Celebrating with you. I'm sure everyone in Hull is celebrating that goal. His first goal for the Tigers. Jaden Philogene, the summer signing. He's had a fantastic start in a City shirt. All he was missing was a goal, and he's now got it. I am fans from Indonesia. Welcome from Indonesia. We're getting everyone from all over the globe on this stream. Welcome, Sep. You all gotta bust one out for the Jaden Philogene goal there. I said what we needed was a reply. It came a little bit later, but it's what we need. Attack will carry this game in a game where we're looking a little bit lacklustre in defence. And Philogene does so. Nice ball over the top from McLaughlin towards Philogene. And Delap nearly cheekily grabs another one. But instead it'll be a corner towards City. Ball with Delap. Delap tries to cross it in. Or maybe it was a shot. It comes to the keeper and he deflects it onto the post. And then Scott Twine nearly deflects it in, but it goes out before he can do for a Hull City corner. And I believe this is the first corner of the game. What a player indeed. He is a man, a myth, a legend? Yeah, he's a legend. He's a legend already. 1-1 here, Hull City corner. Intake heads off with Millwall. As Morton plays it out wide towards Scott Twine. And it'll go out for a Hull City throw-in instead. On the far side, pretty much in line with the 6-yard box. We're the right side, we're the right side, we're the right side, Hull City. We're the left side, we're the left side, we're the left side, Hull City. Benny busting out all the chants today. Oh, there you go. Hull City seems to be switching on a bit after this goal. Philogene now with the ball out on the right. Just looking to get past his man. He plays it back towards Adama Traore. Traore don't manage to get a foot onto it. But McLaughlin's there in support. It's now with Traore. Tries to flick past his man. Instead, the man pounds it away from Millwall. And Jones does well to recover and send it back towards Alsop before any Millwall player can take advantage on that bit of misguided accuracy from Adama Traore. Millwall players are pressing down there, but Alsop does well to sort of send the ball along towards Cyrus Christie. Fortunately, doesn't get the header on it, but it was close enough that I will accept it. We are all. There we are. We do need the 3 points. We certainly do need the 3 points today. A few home draws and last week's loss have sort of put us down a little bit in the table from where we were a few match weeks ago. But a win today will certainly rectify that. As Millwall now have the ball. Just passing along their defence, looking for the option to attack. Things can change like that. They can change like that, they can. Wow. Wow. Still not over Jaden Philogene's goal. Right, Millwall do have the ball now in the attacking third. Playing it back a little bit. Just looking for that option to get through. They do have a man on the last line of defence. It is played towards that man this time. Number 7, Nisbet. Nisbet's playing out as a lone striker. Hull City do have a lone striker of the lap, but with the sort of the way that we're lining up this game, it does look like at any moment we could have Traore, Philogene or Scott Twine helping him in the attack, or even Cyrus Christie with how high he's playing up that right hand side. Ball's now back with Ryan Alsop, just outside of his D. He sends a very long ball towards Jaden Philogene, looking for his brace. Jaden Philogene, he's in the box. The man doesn't do well. And Adama Traore! Shoosh! Adama Traore grabs his second goal of the season. I tipped him to score 2-1 Hull City. And it's Jaden Philogene's show. The ball from Ryan Alsop over the top towards Jaden Philogene. The Millwall keeper doesn't do what he wanted to, so it bounds away from him. Philogene just waits for the man to come, and that man being Adama Traore, and all he has to do is play it across the box towards Adama Traore, and he does so. And who puts it home but Adama Traore on his left foot, not his right, because he'd probably have missed the target if he shot it with his right. Whoa! What a game this has become. So it's headed back from the Millwall defender, probably towards the keeper, but the header just goes completely right. Philigine's the first one to pounce on it. He has the lap and also Adama Traore in support. Plays it to Adama Traore, and he capitalises on that one. Where's this come from? Where's this come from? Oh, score update. I haven't put any of the Hull goals in. Oh, thank you very much for reminding me, Benny. Oh, just let me update this one. Instead of being 0, put it at 2. This is why I didn't update it, Benny, because I knew that we was going to score quite soon afterwards. Oh, what a time. Right, let's see what you're saying. Optimist Hull promoted to the EPL. I think this could be a season where we do it. Not to toot our own horn, not to sort of predict anything and it go wrong. But it could be our season. Yeah! Come on, get in. Get that score updated. I've got that score updated for you, Benny. My prediction is correct. Hull win in the first half. Yeah, well, it's 32 minutes gone now. 2-1 up for Hull. You all get you up. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Up the Football League we go. When we get promotion, this is what we'll sing. We're all, Liam is a king. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Up the Football League we go. When we get promotion, this is what we'll sing. We're all, Liam is a king. There you go. Loving it. Welcome Ferrak. Welcome Finley. Welcome Camo. Welcome Benny. Welcome all to the stream. Oh, I just haven't been paying attention to the game for the past minute. As Millwall do have the ball in their defence now though. UTT indeed, Finley. UTT indeed. Oh, well, we come from 1-0 down, 2-1 up in this first half. This could be game, set, match already. My prediction 3-1, well, it's looking like that might be a little bit underestimating Hull City at the moment. As Jacob Greaves has a throw-in on the touchline, on halfway line on the far end side. Tries and sends it long towards Philogene. Ends up back with Jacob Greaves though now, luckily. And Seri plays it towards Alsop. Alsop has Alfie Jones, and Jones uses it. Manages to weave past his man well there. It's now with Morton. Morton charging forwards. Morton still charging forwards. It's now in with the Adama Traore. Traore cuts back a little bit towards Seri. Seri plays it out wide to Jacob Greaves. Greaves has got Philogene on the left. He uses Philogene. He's dancing. He's on a mad one. He's on a mad one, Jaden Philogene. He's dancing past his man. Ends up with the Adama Traore. Traore passes it back to Philogene, but Philogene's on the deck after being wrestled to the floor by his man. Referee gives nothing, and Hull City will have to reset this one through the back. Camo, you stream every game, or is it just away ones? It's whichever games I can't get to, and 9 times out of 10 do get to the home ones, so it's pretty much always the away ones. But I do have vlogs for the home games, reaction videos, all predictions, all sorts on the channel that you can you get teeth sunk into. I try and do a video every day, certainly at least 5 to 6 videos per week on Hull City. Ranging from all sorts, really. I'm doing it all now. I'm doing history stuff. I'm doing where are they now. I'm doing predictions, reactions, news, everything. And you can see the Millwall fans are now getting frustrated. They're all going, "Oh, come on, get the attack going, Like, shush. We are not letting in another Millwall goal. I may have just jinxed myself, but we are not. We're not losing this game. We're not drawing this game. We're winning this game. We are winning this game. We go from 1-0 down to 2-1 up at the Den. I'm a season pass holder, so I get to every home game. So if you're streaming the away ones, I'm definitely here watching. Well, welcome to the Hull City Fan Central channel, Camo. Yes, it's pretty much all the away ones. Ball out wide towards Jaden Philogene now. Philogene He gets it past his man, and that surely is a penalty. It's a free kick. What is he on? The foul happened in the box. It's a yellow card for number 15 or number 5. Cooper, I believe. Or is it? No, it might be Harding. It's a yellow card for someone in the Millwall defence. But that's a free kick. It's a free kick right on the edge of the area for Hull City. It's Harding with a yellow card for Millwall. But surely that should have been a penalty. The foul happened in the box. Clear as day. The referee just refused to give a penalty instead of free kick with Seri and Scott Twine standing over it. It is Scott Twine's shooting range. So if he doesn't score, I will be flabbergasted. I will be flabbergasted. This is what he's been brought here to do, score from this range. With Seri and Scott Twine standing over it. McLaughlin and Liam Delap as the dummy wall for Hull City. Pretty much everyone's forwards for City. Ball shot in! Ooh! Wasn't a million miles away there from Scott Twine. Curling just towards the right-hand post. And it's just narrowly wide of that right-hand post. We'll look on the replay. Curved in. And it's millimetres away from that right-hand post. That could have spelled heartbreak for Millwall, making it 3-1. Not too far off the mark there from Scott Twine. Still waiting for his first Hull City goal, and certainly a first free kick goal, since that's what he was brought here to do from Burnley. The man that we was meant to be signing last summer, but Burnley beat us to the deal by £1 million. And Liam Delap just fouled on this narrow side. Free kick to City. It's now back with the defence though. Sean McLaughlin just holding the ball there. And Jacob Greaves. Greaves out wide to Traore. Cuts it in towards McLaughlin. McLaughlin back to Greaves. Across to Alsop. He has Jones to his right. He instead plays the longer ball. Up towards Cyrus Christie. Cyrus Christie nods it on towards Liam Delap. Delap could possibly pounce on that one. Ball's a bit too heavy for him to do anything with it. So it's instead back with the Millwall keeper. 2-1 up here at the Den. 38 minutes gone. As Millwall look to sort of regain any sort of identity in this game. Ball easily sailed past Cyrus Christie. Cyrus Christie seems to be here for his attacking efforts rather than his defending ones today. As I think this is the first time that I've seen him in the defence all game. Scott Twine now with the ball on his right-hand side. He does a nice switch play across to Jacob Greaves there. Greaves plays up towards Traore. Traore just taps it along to Philogene. Philogene, is he going to go past his man or not? He's going to play it infield towards Liam Delap. Liam Delap, he's got a man to beat. He beats said man. He beats him again and instead shoots. Oh! And it nearly was the Scott Twine goal that we were waiting for. Liam Delap plays the little chip cross into the area, into the 6-yard box. Scott Twine gets his leg up and it just sails beyond his leg. All he had to do was prod it home. Could have even gone out with his head, but instead goes out with his foot, and it spells disaster there for Scott Twine. Delap does well to get past his man. Little chip ball, keepers in no man's land there. All Scott Twine has to do is just get a touch on it in any capacity, and it'll go in. Hull City look to reshape this attack though throughout the left-hand side with Jane and Philogene. The left-hand side seems to be our strongest side at the moment, with Philogene and Liam Delap being a great threat. Of course, Adama Traore and Jacob Greaves doing nicely as well, then. As Philogene is getting all buckets of abuse at the moment from Millwall players. It just shows you the sign of the brilliant player that we have got on our hands in Jane and Philogene. The fact that players need to foul him to stop his advancing efforts. I'm Millwall. Oh, I feel sorry for you. All over these Southern Fairies. Come on, Hull City, certainly. Chelsea are 1-1 against Burnley at Turf Moor. If you care. 5 minutes left here at the Den. Of course, injury time to be played as well. No more injuries. Hopefully Hull City won't get another injury this season. Watford are having an absolute shocker this season. They've really shocked me with how bad they've been. A few people saw it coming, of course, with letting Ismail Sarr and a few of their other cracking talents go. They got good money for them, but they haven't replaced them nearly as well as they should have done. So it could be a case where we could see them in League One next season with how terribly they're doing. I'll have a look at half time what their score is in the game they're playing. Against Cardiff, I believe. They're against Cardiff today. But anyway, Scott Twines here with the ball. Sends it out to wide towards Cyrus Chrissy. Cyrus Chrissy is going to cut it in field. Plays it in the D there for Jane Philogene. But he has 2 men on him. And so Millwall end up with the ball from this. Philogene tried to come back to help defensively. But Millwall get the ball away. Fired up towards their attack. But Greaves and Seri do well to gain the possession back. But Seri's misguided pass gives Millwall an easy chance to reform this attack here. Comes out wide towards Brian. Brian has the ball here. Just holds it up to let a few more Millwall players get forwards. As they will look to send this attack through sort of the middle. Bit of a chip ball over the top towards Nibit. But Nibit doesn't get it. Or Nisbet, whatever it's called. Nisbet? I don't know. But Hull City do regain the ball here. Dam Traore plays across to Seri. Seri towards Jacob Greaves. He's got Philogene just ahead of him to the left. He probably will use him here. As Philogene goes for the run. But Jacob Greaves' balls isn't the best. And so Philogene can't get it before the keeper does. So Millwall do look to regain the possession through their defence at the moment. They're 1-0 down to Cardiff and currently sat 21st in the league. Yeah, we could possibly see a Watford, the same Watford team that were in the Prem 2 seasons ago, be relegated. Yeah, massive. Has the defence settled down? It seems to have Fair Ark. It's a cracking name, by the way. Cracking name, Fair Ark. Good old Boothry Park. Yeah, defence seems to have settled down. I mean, they haven't had too much to do, which has been lucky. All the players seem to be coming through our midfield and our attack this game. Sort of winning the ball back high and then doing stuff with it in a high advancing position. But yeah, the defence it's okay. It's not as strong as it should be. Certainly with looking at who our manager and our assistant manager are, they're both defenders. With Andy Dawson and Liam Rosenia, sorry. It just shows there, ball over the top. Sean what can all has to do is get clear. His foot misses the ball and it goes towards Ryan Alsop. So yeah, maybe we could see a bit of a reshape of this defensive line coming to the second half. I probably won't see any substitutions without it being compulsory at half time. Certainly not until we get another goal. We just don't want to be that team that sort of sit back with defence, being 1-0 up. Because that's just not how you want to play the game at the moment. We're playing 3 at the back. We're not. We're playing 4 at the back out of possession, but then in possession it's a 3 at the back. Of course, Cyrus Chrissy is allowed to push on further up that right hand side, but Adam Traore is being fouled to the floor here. Just pushed into the back and then falls down on his arm, and I think he's either done something to his arm or it's something with his leg. He's back to his feet. Greaves has the ball ready for the free kick, but Adam Traore is just wiping away his tears, just crouching for a little bit. Not too sure what's happened here. The physio's coming onto the pitch. Make sure everything's okay. He's on his feet. Think it's something with his hand because he looks like he's just holding it out like that, just not letting anyone touch it. And I think it is. It's something either to do with his fingers or his wrist. 4 minutes additional time in this first half. Sorry. So it could be a case of we do see a substitution at half time. Of course, with it being his hand, a little bit more fortunate than it being his foot. That's what I'm going to say. Where are you watching the game? I'm watching it on the Tigers Plus thingy, using a VPN. So, yeah. Which TV program? It's just on the Tigers Plus on Hull City's website thing. Yeah. Free kick, ball sent long towards Liam Delap. Delap has 2 men on him, so he doesn't manage to get it. Instead, it returns back towards Hull City's defence, though, with McLaughlin and Seri. Traore is still on the sidelines receiving treatment, but players getting on. Just waiting to be invited back onto the field, I believe. Ryan Alsop ball long goes only as far as Brian on this left-hand side for Millwall. As they regain the ball, they send the ball long, and it gets towards Jacob Greaves. Jacob Greaves nods it on for Hull City, but into the space where Adam Traore should be, but he's still on the sidelines. He's now invited back onto the field, though, from the referee, so Hull City are now back up to 11 players after temporarily being down to 10. But Millwall do have an attack here. It's into the box, and Alfie Jones does well to nod it away. Maybe a bit stronger now defensively. Scott Twine does brilliantly there. Cheap ball for Millwall to get across him. He boots it into the Millwall player. Out for a Hull City goal kick rather than a corner. Is it on Sky Red? It's not. Midweek ones are on the red button, but weekend ones aren't. Keep it tight, City. Probably need another goal second half. Yeah, a goal second half and we'll be laughing. We can then sort of sit into that more defensive play. Bring on either Vinagre or Furlong. Could even see Andy Smith coming on in the second half to play a little bit more of a 5-back, and also get his. I think it would be his first run out in the Championship this season. Only minutes for a City shirt this season coming in the Carabao Cup against Doncaster, where he did play the full 90 and was probably one of the standout performances. Certainly it would be nice to see him come out today with him grabbing a new Hull City contract yesterday. Of course, it is Alfie Jones' birthday today as well. Millwall stopped play there just because the ball rolled onto the pitch, and so they have to play a drop ball there. Of course, interesting fact about the referee. I believe the referee, I saw somewhere today that the referee we're having today is the linesman that incorrectly flagged the offside for the Liverpool-Tottenham game, which, of course, that massive controversial VAR call from the Luis Diaz goal. I believe that's the same referee that we've got as the linesman that flagged it incorrectly. I read somewhere, so I'll just double check on that one at half time. But Millwall's shot here just goes high and wide. No trouble there. 30 seconds remaining of this first half. So I will check up on that one at half time. But Millwall don't seem to be sort of pushing into this. So the second half will be probably a different scenario for both teams, with encouraging words from our manager. But last kick from Ryan Alsop long, and the referee should be putting a whistle to his lips because that's full time. That's the full amount of time in the second half. In this first half, sorry. Ball out play. Cyrus Christie just went for the throw in, and instead the referee will blow there. Half time. Half time here at the Den, and it is 2-1 up for Hull City. A first half that saw us go 1-0 down and rescue it back to 2-1. Goal in the 8th minute coming for Watmore. Defensive shambles there. Jane Philogene rescues one in the 25th, and Adam Traore with another one in the 30th. Both goals. Fantastic work from Jane Philogene. Philogene's been my standout performer so far this game. Fantastic play from him. And Jacob Greaves just having a few words with the referee right now, as he's being shown to the dressing room by all three of the referees. Interesting very much. But we are up at the Den, 2-1, one goal up. Good luck to see another one to make it a little bit nicer for Hull City. Let's have a look at what people are saying on Twitter. Jana Philogene just blew a kiss to the Millwall fans who were abusing him. Love it. I did not see that one, but that'd be a bit nice. Of course, Millwall fans being a bit dodgy. Don't want to say anything, but yeah. Awful start, brilliant recovery. Jana Philogene unplayable. Twine very good in the pocket. City simply have to go on and win this now, says Baz Cooper. Love Baz. That first half is why people need to keep faith. Shaky start, admittedly due to poor defending, but since it's been pretty much dominant. Oh, and Philogene is class. He's class. Half-time, yes, it is half-time, Camo. What a comeback. Certainly a comeback for this first half. Certainly. I see it's 0-0. 0-0 for Bradford. You just have to keep checking the Bradford sort. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, let's have a look at the scores around the Championship. And then we'll have a look at the Prem. Of course, last night's fixture, 3-1 win for Birmingham as they hosted West Brom. Sunderland, with a red card, went down to 10 men. They lost with Middlesbrough visiting the Stadium of Light 4-0. Bit of a shocker there with Middlesbrough now, I believe that's 4 wins on the trot after a terrible start to the season. Leicester lead 1-0 against Stoke City at home. Plymouth also lead 1-0 at home against Swansea. Coventry are losing at home with Norwich City grabbing the only goal in that game, 1-0. Cardiff City 1-0 up against Watford, as was announced earlier. Southampton 1-0 up against Rotherham. Millwall are currently 2-1 down against us. Of course, Leeds are now drawing 1-1 with Bristol City. Sheffield Wednesday, Huddersfield in the Yorkshire Derby, that is 0-0. Blackburn Rovers 2-0 up against QPR. And Ipswich are 3-1 up against Preston. And that's all the games, either at half-time or full-time if it was played earlier. Table-wise, we're currently sitting in 7th with our 2-1 lead at the moment. We are above Southampton still. Oh, a bit of voice break there. We are above Southampton. We're above Leeds again. We are currently sitting in 7th. I mean, we could even go as high as 4th if we grab another 5 goals. Yeah, if we grab another 5 goals, we can go up to 4th. So if Hull fancy doing that. Of course, Sunderland's currently sitting in 4th on 19 points, 8 goal difference. We're sitting in 7th on 3. I mean, another goal. We could go up to 5th, though. The teams in 5th, 6th and 7th. So Norwich, Cardiff and Hull were all on the same points, same goal difference. So another goal and we could be up to 5th. But it's good. I think that's hilarious. Southampton are below us. Leeds are below us. The only Premier League side from last season that are above us are Leicester, and they're top of the league, albeit by 2 points against Ipswich. Of course, Leicester City, the only game that they've not grabbed all 3 points was against Hull. That being that one last time out. Bradford are a second half team, all our fans say it. Yeah, I mean, sometimes Hull are, sometimes we're not. Who scored for Hull? It was Jadon Philogene and Adama Traore. I'm shaking for Bradford City. I've never known you to be so nervous for Bradford City. We'll look at the bottom of the table. Sheffield Wednesday still sit at the bottom of the table, 3 points. And that's through 3 draws. Rotherham sit just ahead of them after on 5. QPR ahead of them on 8. Watford on 9. Stoke on 10. And then sort of building up your table from there. But bottom 5 do look to be having, I want to say probably bottom 6. A bit of lacklustre start. Middlesbrough bounded up to 15th though. Their last 5 are 4 wins, 1 draw. Of course, them 4 wins coming in a row. So certainly an interesting season nonetheless. We could look to see Aaron Connolly coming on and grabbing a goal, considering he's been knocked out of sort of the top spot on the goal scorers for the Championship. Jaden Philogene assist there for the Adama Traore goal does put him up into third for assists in the league. The only players that are ahead of him are Dan James from Leeds and Leif Davis from Ipswich. They're on 4th and 5th respectively. So another assist and he could be up to second, tying with Dan James, the Hull City backstabber. So yeah, let's hop over to the Prem. And we'll see what the scores are on the Prem. It's normal though. Isn't to be nervous about your team. Sorry if I'm being weird. You're not being weird. I get nervous about Hull. You don't usually you never usually this bit. I'm feeling the nerves for you, I think. So currently Tottenham are top of the league. In the Prem. That's in part to Man City have not played yet. So, of course, Tottenham won earlier, going down to 10 men, but still beating Luton at Kenilworth Road. Fulham Sheffield United is currently 0-0. Burnley Chelsea is 1-1 at half-time. Man United are 1-0 down at Old Trafford against Brentford. Let me just have a look if King Lewis Potter's playing. Because he did play the last game for Brentford. He is not, but he's not. He's not even on the bench. Let me just have a look at if I'm seeing this right. Because he's been on the bench for every game for Brentford. So unless he's got an injury or something. I just like to keep a little checking on King Lewis Potter. And then Everton are leading 2-0 against Bournemouth. Of course, Premier League have got a bit of a sporadic match week. Palace and Forest are tonight. And then Brighton, Liverpool, West Ham, Newcastle, Wolves, Villa, and Arsenal, Man City is all taking place tomorrow. 3 2:00 kickoffs tomorrow. And it means Luton aren't actually rock bottom of the Prem. Sheffield United are. And I saw somewhere that people were saying that Sheffield United are... is it the worst start to a Premier League season? So they could be challenging some of our finishes in the Prem. Certainly, the last time we was up there, that season was a bit dire. My dad's team's Wolves play Villa tomorrow. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not massive. I've not got a particular on Wolves, but I like Villa. So yeah, Brentford are a decent side. They certainly are. They're currently 10th in the league. They're above Chelsea. They're above Man U. So they've certainly had a good time in the Prem. What's it been? 3 seasons. This is their 3rd season in the Prem, and they're doing fantastically. So yeah, don't blame them whatsoever. Got to mention though, Jaden Philogene in that first half. If he can go on and make the second half just like how he did that first half. Last time Man United played Brentford, they lost 4-0, and I'm laughing my head off at that day. Oh yes, they did, didn't they? I've got a Man United fan. I've got a Man United fan as a pet. No, I've got a Man United fan as a friend. Yeah, so I know all the embarrassment that I can just hail at them. We'll look at some of the stats though for the actual game that everyone cares about, not Brentford Man United, for Millwall Hull City. So win probability at half time, it's 67% for Hull City to win, 24% for a draw, and then 9% for a Millwall win. So Millwall do still have a chance, of course. If Jaden Philogene's still on fire, they don't. Jaden will get Player of the Year this year, guaranteed. Certainly, he's been fantastic. And to think that we've got him a permanent deal, like I'd understand. Oh yeah, it's a loan deal. He's going to be going back to a Premier League club. At the end of the season, it's all right. He's fantastic for a season. You have a friend who supports a League 2 club. Yeah, I do have a friend that supports a League 2 club. Of course, everyone's favourite Bradford City fan, that being. And fans player, I can see that being a fans player as well. Of course, unless sort of we have a massive goal scoring tally come from somewhere. Stats. 7 shots for Hull, 4 for Millwall. Shots on target, 3 for Hull, 1 for Millwall. Possession has been 59% in favour of Hull City. Passes, 230 for Millwall, 329 for Hull. Pass accuracy has been 83% for Millwall, 89% for Hull. Fouls, 10 fouls for Millwall, only 1 for Hull. 2 yellow cards for Millwall, none for Hull. Only 1 corner in the game as well, so that being in Hull City's favour. Shame we don't have Delap or Morton on a permanent. It would be nice to see. I'd take either of them on a permanent. I'd probably take Morton over Delap on a permanent just because of. I think Morton's a bit more of a better player, not a better goal scorer. Because of course Delap is a fantastic goal scorer, but just a play on the pitch. From what I've seen from Morton so far, he's been fantastic. I want to see more from Cynic. Maybe him on for Twine. Yeah, I can see that, but then again, Cynic has been out for such a long time with his injury that you don't want to sort of risk him coming on and getting the injury again. So, yeah, it could be a case of what we saw against Ipswich where he came on quite later on. Now, Lakilo, I would like to see Lakilo as well come on. I think there's quite a few shouts of sort of players that we can bring on in the second half. We have got one of the best squad depths in the league for the players that we have on the bench and on the pitch. It's fantastic. Lakilo is better, deserves to start really. I believe that he is in Mazzini's plan to start at some point. It's just not his time at the moment, just due to his injuries, basically. The injuries that he's just been recovering from. I don't think you would like me because I'm a Bradford fan and we're in League 2. I don't mind. You're not doing any harm to me. You're not doing any harm to me unless we play you in the FA Cup. Of course, in the League Cup, that's another matter, but it's alright. It was last season. Not salty at all. Oh. I know it's hard being the worst team in Yorkshire, don't worry, bud. Well, Benny's kind of got you there. I'm not going to lie. Theoretically, you are the worst team in Yorkshire. But anyway, here come the teams. Millwall coming out now. Should be shortly followed out by Hull City. And yes, here come the boys in amber. Could we see George Honeyman come on in the second half for Millwall? Possibly. I don't think he's been doing too well at Millwall this season. I don't think he's really started, to be fair. So, let's have a look. I'm not seeing any players... Any changes? No. No. I don't think there's been any changes for either team, so, seems to be same lineup second half. Same lineup, second half. And we'll be ready to kick underway in like a minute. Or less. Just ready. I'm ready whenever you are, Hull. And Millwall, actually. It'll be Millwall to kick us underway. Anytime about now. Oh no, I apologise. There has been a substitution for Millwall. McNamara has come off for Norton Cuffy. So, Fleming gets underway for Millwall. They send everyone forward so the defender can hoof one long. It doesn't do well because it goes straight out for a Hull City goal kick. So, we're back at it. Also, Bradshaw has come on for Millwall. So they make a double substitution at half-time. Interesting. That's me saying that I don't think there's been any substitutions, but in fact, Millwall have made 2 cheeky substitutions. They just didn't decide to sort of show it off, just make it happen. Of course, Hull City are attacking towards the away travelling supporters this second half. Hopefully that can sort of bode well for the boys in Ambers. Adam Traore tackles the ball down from the air. But it ends up with Millwall. They pass it along their defence here. Out wide on the right-hand side to one of the substitutions. Norton Cuffy, I believe that is. And so he'll play it off to one of the other Millwall players for a throw-in. So Millwall have a throw-in sort of halfway into our half. I'm saying 3-1 Hull. I said that before the game. 3-1 Hull. And I've called everyone who's scored so far to score. I said Philogene and Adam Traore, and then I said Vinagre to get one, I think. So if Vinagre comes off the bench and grabs a goal, all I'm saying is I've called all the Hull goal scorers and there's correct score. That's what I'm saying. Scarborough could be the worst team, yeah. Yeah, they're more Harrogate. Yeah. Or what about York City? Or are we not classing them? Right, well, Millwall have a ball swinging into the box, headed away by Jacob Greaves, or is it Alfie Jones? I think it's Alfie Jones, the birthday boy. But Millwall managed to grab a free kick there from Fleming, as he's fouled by Scott Twine. So, Millwall have a free kick in quite a promising area. Just pulled down by Scott Twine. It's needless there. He knows he's made a mistake. Just a needless pull down there. I think it's a little bit too far out for a shot from Millwall, so it'll probably be a swing in. But we know how their last free kick that was an in-swinger went. It went into the back of the net. Hopefully this one doesn't. As Seri's just pushed down at the back post. Referee sees nothing. This referee's having a shocker. He just saw nothing. Seri's pushed down at the back post as the players ran in. He's back on his feet now with the ball here. Luckily, Millwall didn't take advantage on that and score. Ball went long towards Liam Delap. Delap was getting pulled back a little bit, so it wasn't managed to get onto the ball before Millwall did. Well. Didn't know Scarborough had a football team. Oh, what a fantastic save from Ryan Alsop. Shot in from I wasn't sure who it was from Millwall, but shot in from Millwall just outside the D. Curling into towards the top corner, and Alsop pulls off a fantastic save. You probably heard me saying in the first half how hopefully October is his month, just like how September was. Corner now for Millwall from the resulting save. Comes to the front post where Cyrus Christie does well to block. Millwall end up with the ball here though. It's still in the box here with number 15 for Millwall. They play it across towards the man who shot, forcing Alsop to make the save. Few games of headers with Hull City as Millwall chest it, shoot, and it's miles high. Yes, Scarborough, I think we picked up one of their players. Was it that new goalkeeper we've got in the academy? I think he came from Scarborough Athletic. Now the National League North, mate. It was only a matter of time before Philogene got his first goal. Certainly, he's been searching for it, hasn't he? I don't say it, but I'm surprised it took him this long. But he's not a goal scorer, is he? He's a playmaker. He's what we needed last season. He is just exactly what we needed with that squad last season. But in this season, he's thriving with the squad that we've currently got. With the fantastic squad we've currently got. We've got probably one of the best squads in the league. Dare I say it? Dare I say it? With Millwall on the ball now, though. Just having a little bit too much of possession in the start of the second half. 5 minutes in, it seems to have been all Millwall. Hopefully we're not sitting back into this game and letting a 2-1 lead take us, because that's not how football works in the current climate. As Serge Christie does well to head that ball clear. Number 5 returns the header, but it's wide. No trouble for anyone in a amber or pink shirt, albeit. As the goal kick short towards Alsop, and then Scott Twine, is pulled back. Alsop picked up a yellow card somewhere. I presume it'll be from time wasting, but I don't think it was time wasting, just for the fact of how quickly that goal kick went. But I've been informed that Alsop picked up a yellow card for something, so we'll see. We'll see if anything comes out stating what that was for. But yeah, we've got Will Jarvis on loan at Scarborough, if I remember correctly. Is he at Scarborough, or is he at what's the Irish club that we've got? Shelbourne. I think he might be at Shelbourne, Will Jarvis. Let me have a little look. Will Jarvis. Yeah, he's at Shelbourne in Ireland. And he grabbed the goal last night in their match. Of course, Shelbourne being the club that Adrian Illijali has a stake in, trying to make it part of this Hull City sort of family of clubs. As Jane Philogene does well to wrestle the ball back here. Unfortunately, just stumbles away from it and it rolls out for a Millwall throw-in though, but nice work there from Philogene. So, yeah, no clear word on what Alsop got that yellow card for. He may have been at Scarborough. Bradford are 1-0 up, that's good. Millwall have the ball here on this right-hand side. It seems to be too much Millwall, though, here on this in this second half. We're 7-8 minutes in. We've not really had too much of it. If we're not careful, we could be back drawing level with them here. Ball here, a bit of ticky-tacky play there from Millwall. Got it clear, only as far as a player... Oh, no! No! You saw it coming from a mile off. Brian for Millwall. All he does is he sits his man down in the box. Another man off his back. And he just slots it home into the far corner. 2-2 here. No. That's not what you want to see. Tyler Morton tries and gets the ball. It just bounces away from him to number 24. Brian then grabs the ball. He sits down his man. Who does he sit down? I think it's Cyrus Christie. And then just neatly prods at home. No dive from Alsop. No foot in from anyone in a City shirt. And that's 2 goals scored for Millwall. Both due to poor defending from Hull City. 2-2 here at the Den. And we need something. We need the 3 points here. So Hull City have now got to come pretty much from behind. From the play being in all of Millwall's hands. And we've got to try and grab at least one here. Adam Traore plays out wide towards Jacob Greaves. Greaves now cuts it in towards field. Seri's with it now. Seri over towards Morton. Morton alongside to Christie. He's now playing it back towards Jones. Jones to McLaughlin. McLaughlin plays it back towards Alsop. Alsop out wide to Greaves. Greaves plays it into McLaughlin. Oh, that is not what you wanted to see. Cyrus Christie, he certainly cannot defend Camo, you're right. Told you Christie off, Ruben on. Yeah, Christie has been underwhelming this game. Attackingly, yeah, he's provided something. Albeit not too much, but defensively, he's a liability over on that right-hand side. At times, it's like we're playing a 3-back with him. Which is what we are playing out of possession, in possession, sorry, but out of possession, that's not how it goes. Bradford are winning 1-0. Well, glad someone's winning because we've bottled it here. And before Benny has a go at me, I will change the score on the stream. See, I'm getting good, aren't I, Benny? Before you have to remind me. There we are. 2. Well, I said that the last game, the Ipswich game, was going to be the high-scoring affair, but it seems like this one's going to be. There you are, Benny. I've done the score update. Did it before you could even tell me. Just you don't really know what to do, do you? When you've got fantastic attacking ability, but then it's a poor defence. It's the poor defence that lets us down here. As Alsop just pulls out an easy save there. And I'm confused where the defence has all gone wrong from. I know the last game we was looking at the fullbacks and was like, why are they just not doing their job? But it's 2 games in a row now where defensively we're weak. Conceding cheap goals that we shouldn't be conceding, especially if we're looking to sort of push on towards top 6, towards the Prem. Attack is looking fine. It's the defence that's looking weak this game. And if we lose, that'll be the tail of the game. Be the defence. It's a 4-goal thriller so far, certainly. 4-goal thriller. We're missing Coyle in that defence. I guess we are, but then also he didn't provide too much attacking wise, I don't find. Or something when he does, it's a little bit lacklustre. Change though here for Millwall. I think Nisbet's come off to be replaced by someone. Next home games against Wrexham, we beat them in the Carabao Cup. Oh, well, hopefully you can pull out a result there. A Maku has come on for Millwall, I believe. Hope we win. Don't want to keep on drawing. Certainly not. You don't win games by draw. Well, you don't win the league by drawing. You don't get promoted by drawing. You need to get the 3 points rather than just the 1. 30 minutes left here. Hopefully we can grab the 3 points. Dam Troyer with the ball here. He's got quite a few men in front of him, but he manages to play the ball out towards Scott Twine. Scott Twine. Just towards Morton. Morton then sends it out wide towards Cyrus Christie. Cyrus Christie playing it backwards rather than looking to play one into the box. He uses Alfie Jones to play a few 1-2s with as it goes towards Alsop, drawing out the Millwall players who've all come back compacted back during that Scott Twine possession. Ryan Reynolds is coming to our stadium. Alion Twine off. Yeah, you've got to probably be looking at that. Probably would be starting to put Vinagre on rather than Cyrus Christie, just due to the poor defending here. I don't know where the Cyrus Christie that we had last season's gone, but he's certainly nowhere near this club as the ball is fired long from Ryan Alsop towards Cyrus Christie. He manages to play past though to Scott Twine and into to Liam Delap. Delap tries to get away from his man, and his man does well there to sort of be pushing it back, and Delap does an unnecessary foul there. So Millwall do grab a free kick. Unnecessary there from Delap. Just barges into his man. Unnecessary. Change formation. I don't know if the formation is it. I think it's more just the defence. But Rosina is getting ready to do a substitution. Rosini is getting ready to do a substitution. It looks like Scott Twine might be ready to come off. Bit of confusion on what's happening. I don't think Rosini is ready to do the substitution just yet. Or is he? No, he is. Aaron Connolly on for Scott Twine. So Connolly is coming on, 30 minutes remaining. He has a page of notes in his hand to redirect this Hull squad into grabbing the 3 points. But Scott Twine, the first substitution for Hull City, as he's replaced by Aaron Connolly. Can we see the magic that he's been doing off the bench earlier on in this season? I'll be buzzing if I saw him though. 3-2, my final prediction. I'm saying 3-2 Hull. Changed my prediction 2 times. That's fine. Please get Twine off and Cyrus. Well, Twine is off now. We could possibly see Cyrus Christie coming off later on. If we get a goal up, I would like to see Cyrus Christie come off. Just pure fact, because we'll be looking to defend, and he cannot defend. He's just not defending. So, it looks like Aaron Connolly is the striker. And Delap is filling in where Scott Twine was. It's Millwall getting to the area. Well to be snuffed out by Hull City, and it's a goal kick. That is nicely done there from Alfie Jones on his birthday. He's really leading this defence here. He's really doing the only defending today. Does well to sort of stop any sort of goal there from Millwall. Nice work from Alfie Jones. Hull winning 4-2 would be fantastic. Certainly would. But I don't know where we're grabbing 2 goals from without having sort of Millwall reply. Just due to the fact of our defence. Twine isn't good enough not for this squad. Yeah. He's not too good. He's just not proving it, is he? He's not proving it. People were ecstatic saying, oh, he's the signing of the season. Coming to Hull, getting game time. And he'll fit our play style. He's fitting our play style, but he's not proving anything. He surely has something to prove if he wants to get into that Burnley squad. Burnley team that could be in the Premier League next season still. So, who knows? Who knows? Throw in there. Tyler Morton towards Liam Delap. And it goes out for a goal kick there. I thought it was out for a corner. But instead it goes out for a goal kick. As Millwall, well, they'll be looking to sort of waste a bit of time here and grab the point that they probably not deserve. As I think that Hull City are the better team here. Burnley took a risk, and that's why they let Twine come here. Yeah, I see it. I mean, we were also in that chase to pick up Twine last summer. We only lost out by £1 million to Burnley. If he came last season, who knows? He could be the player for Hull. With sort of getting that built-in time with Rosinia. Ooh. A bit of risky there, though, from Tyler Morton. Nearly conceded a penalty. A cheap penalty it would have been. But nearly conceded a penalty after tripping up his man. I wasn't sure if he got a foot in or not. Just a little barge. Wasn't too much in it, though. Right call from the ref for it to be a goal kick rather than a penalty. Ball's now with Philogene, who's just pushed by his man, but it does go out for a Millwall throw-in on this near-on side, halfway into the Hull City half with Leonard. He knew Burnley would be going back up, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we can see it. So Millwall do have the ball here. Play a nice cross-out ball towards number 17 for Millwall. He's just in a little bit of race with Philogene, but the ball does roll out, and it's for a goal kick for Hull City. Some nice work there from Philogene against Norton Cruffy. Certainly nice play there from Philogene. Nice play in general from Philogene this game. As Hull City pass out from the back. And they're The referee stopped it for something here. I'm not sure if it's offside or wanting to retake the goal kick or what, but Hull City do as told, and it's play out from the back that we have been seeing. There's balls with Liam Delap over on this right hand side. He's just pulled to the floor. An easy free kick for Hull City to take here on the right hand side inside of our own half. Yeah, need to grab the 3 points here. Be devastating if we don't. It's 2-2, 66 minutes gone. Liam Delap suffering from a little bit of cramp here, as Cyrus Christie just comes and helps him stretch out a little bit. Bradshaw's just gone over to have a little word with Delap. Referee's there as well. But the physios are coming on. I don't see why, because Delap's back on his feet. I don't know why the referee's calling for the physios there, because it's unnecessary. It's just time wasting now. The referee is the one time wasting now. Delap's back on his feet and he's walking fine. I'm not sure if the referee's saying that Delap's got to go off because the play's had to stop, even though it was a foul. I'm not too sure, but he's pushing Delap to the sidelines with the two physios. I'm as confused as anyone here. Just a little bit of cramp, but yeah. Jason Lakilo is anyway stripped and ready to come on for Hull City. Who he'll be coming on for, we do not know as of yet. Could be a Cyrus Christie, could be a Liam Delap even. As the free kick from Hull City sent long. Millwall regained the ball though. Hull City temporarily down to 10 men. If they can do anything now with 10 men, albeit do. Jacob Greaves scooped one over his man. Twas Adam Traore. Philogene and Greaves in a little bit of a tackling race. Millwall end up with the ball. Delap's still out on the sidelines. Will he be invited back onto the pitch? Who knows? This referee's not having any of it today. Millwall with the ball on this left-hand side. Do you want to invite Delap back on? He does. Now Delap's invited back onto the pitch. Delap doesn't come back on though. There we go. Delap's now running onto the pitch now. So we could see Delap come on for Lakilo in a second. Goodbye, Bradford City friend. Goodbye. Hopefully you can win your game. Hopefully we can win here at the Den. With Lakilo coming on now, it looks like. The reassuring handshake from Rosina onto Lakilo. So, yeah. Hull City with the ball here, though. Towards Aaron Connolly, who's sitting a bit deep. He's coming back towards help Cyrus Christie in his defensive duties. And unfortunately gives away an unnecessary foul there, Aaron Connolly. Still, better defensive performance from Cyrus Christie. Connolly, whose white hair seems to have faded quite a bit. It seems to be some more like white noodles than anything. So will we see Jason Lakilo being introduced? Who knows? But it's a free kick here for Millwall. Hopefully don't concede from it. Let Lakilo come on. And Lakilo and Philogene, Connolly, whoever's still on the pitch, do their magic. But it is free kick here for Millwall. Out on this left-hand side. An in-swinger. Swings in. Header from Millwall. And it's wide of the right-hand side of the post. Wasn't a troubling header at all. From Bradshaw. Yeah. Yeah, it was just scooping right away. Could have troubled though. You got to be questioning still why they were getting the headers there. But Lakilo is now introduced. Jason Lakilo comes on in replace of Liam Delap. So it looks like Lakilo will be going out onto that right hand side where Delap just took place from Scott Twine. So Two fresh legs in the attack. And Millwall, I believe this is their final substitution of the game. Just let me have a look. 3-4. Yep, this is their final substitution of the game. Being Campbell coming off. Or maybe they've got one more. I'm not too sure. But yes, Delap come off and Lokilo is on. As Aaron Connolly has the ball now. He's held up his man nicely. Just get a bit of a support in the attack. Dam Traore tries to play it back towards Jacob Greaves. Unluckily to do so. And Millwall grab a free kick from that. It seems that... a yellow card for someone. Who's that yellow card for? Surely it's for someone in an amber shirt due to the foul that was just happened. Who is that yellow card for? Either Greaves or Adam Traore. Oh no, it's for Connolly. Connolly grabs a yellow card here. 2 yellow cards for Hull, 3 for Millwall at the moment. But Millwall just in possession of the ball here. Goes out. Hull City grab a throw-in out on this far-hand side, pretty much in line with the halfway line. Plays it back towards Alfie Jones. Then he plays it across towards Alsop. Alsop, he has plenty of players in support. He drags his players out a bit. And Dam Traore is just pushed to the floor a bit. Whether that's a foul for Hull City to get a free kick from. It is. So Hull City get a free kick, sorry. And plenty of the Millwall players are coming up to the referee, which surely is a yellow card in the current state of the game. I'm not saying anything though. This referee is being a little bit weird. I'm not a massive fan of this ref. But ball is sent long from the Hull City free kick up towards Lokilo. Lokilo ducks underneath it as the towering fullback from Millwall, towering centre half, sorry, Cooper, just imposes a throw in for Millwall there. As Millwall do have possession here, looking a bit spaced across the field, which allows Seri to pick up the ball here. Plays a cheek one towards Morton, a little bit too much on that ball there from Seri, so Morton doesn't manage to get his feet onto it. Cyrus Christie now put into a bit of defensive duty. Instead, it's towards Alfie Jones, and he does the defensive job for Cyrus Christie instead. Millwall with a free kick on this far side. Alfie Jones certainly making this game a one to remember on his birthday. Certainly. 15 minutes left plus additional time. Could see a bit of an additional time, of course, with that Liam Delap cramp issue. And with Millwall's goal in the second half. Hopefully that isn't the end of the scoring row. And hopefully there's one more for Hull City. As Millwall do have a ball on the left-hand side, sorry. Nice work there from Lokilo, who sends it out for a corner for Millwall. Is this their first or second corner of the game? I'm not too sure. But it's certainly not at the right end of the pitch. The referee just having a word at the moment with Sean McLaughlin and 2 of the Millwall players. Probably for a little bit of hargy-bargy in the box. Looks to be a little bit of confusion in the box from the City players. And with that, Millwall get a cheap header on it. Deflected off for a Hull City player, so it's out for another corner. A few Millwall players going up to the referee again and complaining. Surely that is... I don't see why it's not a yellow card under the new refereeing rules. Because you're not allowed to talk to the ref during the game, apparently, an hour or something like that. So... I'm not too sure. But Millwall swing this one in. It does come off a Hull head. And it's another corner. But this one off Alfie Jones's head. Leonard for Millwall just on his knees in the box. Just comes slowly to his feet. But another corner in quick succession here for Millwall. 3 in the space of a minute. Hopefully Hull City can line up defensively well and get this one clear. Off Alfie Jones' head again. Aaron Connolly. And then Lakilo tries to do well. Aaron Connolly's with it now, though. He doesn't manage to keep the ball forever, and Millwall do collect the ball easily there. That would have been a nice moment for Hull City to produce a counter-attack. It doesn't come to fruition with Millwall having about 4 or 5 players between Connolly and the goal. So they do recover the ball and look to be playing a bit more attacking-wise with it. Scoring remaining 2-2 at the moment. Jacob Greaves with the ball on this left-hand side, and he manages... he just kept it in, but then his pass towards Jane and Philogene went just a bit awry, and this was all come off a heavy touch. What minute are we in? We are in the 76th minute at the Den with the only sign of life on the bench is Greg Doherty. Whether he's planning to come on, not too sure. He's only got his pink bib on over his Hull City kit, and doing a few little leg warm ups next to the bench for Hull City. So unless he's ready to come on, not too much action on the Hull City bench here. So Millwall do have the ball round their defence. Really need something here from City. Looking a bit lacklustre in the second half. Don't let all the lovely play come from the first half. We need the good play to come from the second half as well if we're to get anything. Certainly after the poor defending that we've seen today. Ball out wide though for Millwall. They just pass it along their defence. They'll happily pass for days to look for that opportunity to attack Hull City. On this right hand side now, ball straight to Jacob Greaves. Greaves turns it towards Philogene. Philogene now back towards Greaves. Greaves to McLaughlin. It's Hull City's turn for the possession. McLaughlin to Christie. Christie refuses to pass forward, so he instead passes it back towards Jones. Jones to Alsop. Alsop up towards Seri. And Seri will play it back towards Jones. Morton in possession now with Seri. Christie back to Morton. Morton looks to play it towards forwards. He does so all the way over towards Philogene. Straight to Philogene's feet. Nice combination of two of the young talents that Hull City have got in Morton and Philogene. Philogene dancing just there. Is he looking to get a shot away or get a layoff? He's laying it off to Aaron Connolly right now. Connolly, he's looking to shoot, doesn't manage to do so. It's out to Cyrus Christie on the right-hand side. He plays it back towards Morton. Morton chips over towards Philogene, towards Adam Traore, sorry. Adam Traore with it here towards Seri. Seri back to Traore. Traore, Seri, and now Alfie Jones. Traore with it again towards Cyrus Christie. Jones, Seri, Christie with Lakilo out to his right. Uses Lakilo. He has Morton in possession. Morton has the ball. Lakilo fouled to the floor. Referee, not sure if the referee saw it, allowed play on or what, but Lakilo was just pushed to the floor, which stopped that attack for Hull City, so Millwall do have the ball in their defence. Surely a winner coming. Surely a winner for Hull City coming indeed, Camo. With Jones doing nicely there to regain the ball through the Hull City defence. In towards Lakilo. Seri now. Across to Traore. Traore into Greaves. Greaves has Philogene out to the left and uses Philogene. Philogene just dancing past his man. Looks to put a cross in. Does so towards Connolly. And unfortunately hits the Millwall man just in front of Connolly. But it's with Jacob Greaves on the left-hand side. As Hull City pick up a throw-in on this near-hand side through the kick-out by Saville. Millwall looking ready to make their last substitution of the game with a person stripped and ready on the sidelines for them. Philogene into Traore. Traore back towards Philogene on the left-hand side. Philogene, he nutmegs his man. Unfortunately, cannot get to the resulting ball, and Millwall grab it again. But another nice bit of skill there from Philogene, and it makes a change for Hull City to have a nice skilly winger that can create stuff. Christie, though, with the ball on his right-hand side, plays it over towards Lakilo. Lakilo, he's just running away from his man, but plays it in towards Seri. Probably the better ball that he could have played there. Towards Traore. Traore now out towards Philogene. Philogene with it again against his man Norton Cruffy. In towards Connolly. Connolly, all he has to do is get a shot away. Can't. He plays it towards Philogene. Philogene tries and plays a cheeky one towards Greaves. Greaves isn't on the same book, and that doesn't come. Another draw coming. Don't know how many draws I can endure this season. Drives me insane. It's driving me insane indeed. But substitution here for Millwall. Number 10 coming off for number 25. That is Fleming coming on from SA. For SA, sorry. So, Millwall probably still looking to get the 3 points as well. Here at the Den. 81 minutes played. 9 minutes plus additional time. Yet to come. 2-2. Millwall with the goal kick here. Can't be another Hull City draw. And we can't lose. It means one thing, we need the 3 points. Don't let us lose 3 points due to our defensive performance in this game. As Millwall have the ball in our box now. Dancing between the man. Sean McLaughlin does well to block the ball. But it goes in towards Cyrus Christie. Cyrus Christie nods it behind for a Millwall corner. Whether he could have done something better with that header, who knows? But instead, Millwall do grab a corner from this. Millwall do look to be the better side in the second half. Credit to them and a discredit to Hull City. I don't know where the team that rounded off that first half towards the end went, but they're not here. Greaves heads it away, and a long ball hoofed up towards, I believe it's Norton Cruffy, who's the only man in Millwall's defence. Connolly comes to apply a bit of pressure, but no one else follows in a City shirt, so he has a hard time of doing that against 4 or 5 men. Millwall with the ball. And Scott Twine can't kick a ball. Yeah. But a free kick here for Millwall as Connolly fouls Norton Cruffy. 7 minutes remaining. Time's shortening for Hull City to grab a winner that we need. Need something from this game desperately for Hull City, and that being 3 points. I'll take the 1, but 3 is important. As Millwall play this free kick short, and then from the resulting short free kick, they play it long in towards the box. 3 Hull City players on it, and none of them manage to end up with the ball. It ends up with the Millwall player, and it's out for a Hull City goal kick, as all of the Millwall players go towards the referee, surrounding the referee, shouting in his face. And I don't see why that is not a yellow card for dissent. All the Millwall players, after the resulting shots goes wide, go running to the referee, crowding him, and nothing as Hull City pick up a free kick here inside their own half. This referee is a little bit shy in his cards on some things, but then not on others. If Connolly scores this winner, I'll send everyone in this chat £20 each. Oh, come on, Connolly. You can get quite a few people £20 here. But if anyone wants to do it, it's probably him or Philogene. Just looking on the current lineup at the moment. As Millwall have this ball on the right-hand side. Philogene nearly wins it back, though. But Millwall do still have it. It's now with Sean McLaughlin. McLaughlin racing back. He tries and plays a nice one towards Lakilo. Doesn't manage to get there. And Alsop does nicely with his feet to block it rather than using his hands. But does use his hands eventually. As Hull City do have the ball here. Just a nice little play through the back. 5 minutes remaining of this second half, plus whatever additional we do have to play. As Connolly's pulled to the floor, referee does not see anything wrong with it. So Millwall do get the ball through an easy possession gate there. They play it all the way back to their keeper through some nice bit of pressure from Traore and Connolly. Hoofs it along, and Lakilo nearly ends up with the ball there, but ends up with Millwall out on this left-hand side. They put a cross in towards the box, tips off Alfie Jones's head, and Ryan Alsop quickly collects it there. Stop it going out from another Millwall corner. Alsop with the ball in his hands now. He'll look to put it down at his feet, lure out a Millwall man, and then sends it long all the way up towards Philogene. Didn't quite make it towards him. Millwall do head it a bit clear. It's now in a bit of a header race. Conley pushing the back. Referee sees nothing wrong in that yet again. And they do have the ball in with the Millwall keeper. Desmond Tutu all over this one. I don't know who Desmond Tutu is. I won't lie. I don't know who Desmond Tutu is. I'm going to presume he's a Millwall player. So, yeah. I don't know. But Millwall with the ball on his left-hand side. A few cheap fouls from Millwall to keep them in the possession of the ball there. Referee sees nothing wrong with it once again. Millwall with the possession here. If we're not careful, Millwall could grab a winner here. And that is completely against what we need. Completely not what we need in this fixture before the international break. Certainly not what we need. So Millwall will have the ball on his right hand side with Norton Cruffy. In centrally and back out towards the right hand side. A little cheeky ball towards Norton Cruffy didn't work. So Philogene has the ball. He tries to play a nice one towards Conley to catch them on the counter. Doesn't manage to do so. So Millwall collect the ball. And then they resulting little chip over towards the top went out for a Hull City goal kick. Greg Doherty stripped, ready to come on. So it looks like he will be another substitution for Hull City in the second half. So Greg Doherty ready to come on to replace probably Seri, who's looking a little bit tired at the moment. Ball long. Could have been ideal for Conley, but didn't quite make it there. And that's really the difference in this game. Whether if that ball lands at Conley's feet, he could go on and score it, and it would be having a different conversation right now. But it's still 2-2 here at the Den. 2 minutes remaining of regular play, plus whatever the fourth official allows for additional time. Millwall in possession as they have been for pretty much this entire second half. Through Norton Cruffy now on this right hand side. And they just, a few little cheap passes from Millwall there, just keeping them in possession. As Hull City sitting quite deep here. No one really pressuring down onto the ball, so Millwall will keep on doing their thing for these remaining few minutes. But Traore does get the ball. Conley grabs it, he makes his man, and his man floors Connolly. A little whack to the sternum, it seems to be. So it'll be a free kick for Hull City in our half, sorry. Would have been nice though for that play there to result in a goal for Hull City rather than a free kick, but we'll allow it. Adama Traore, one of the goal scorers coming off for Greg Doherty. Doherty making his second appearance of this championship season after having an injury in pre-season which has sidelined him for so far. Came off the bench against Ipswich on Tuesday and is here again this afternoon. Free kick played short between McLaughlin and Greaves. Out towards Alfie Jones on the right hand side. Cyrus Christie, who's luckily made it all the way up to 90 minutes played this game here at Millwall. Ball out wide towards Philogene. Don't quite do as what Hull City had intended. And we're just seconds away from hearing how much extra time we will be getting in this second half. It's probably going to be a little bit of a considerable amount just due to the... It's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes due to the Liam Delap cramp issue. Along with the stoppage for the goal. So 5 minutes it is. As Millwall have a throw in here. And as more and more this game ticks along, we see the fact that Hull City won't be coming for a winner here. And we look to be the side playing for the draw rather than the win that we need and possibly deserve based on the first half performance. But Lakilo has the ball out on the right hand side. He gets past his man fouls him, and so that'll be a free kick for Hull City inside of the Millwall half. Probably the first time in 10 minutes that Hull City have ventured into the opposition half. And Brian picks up a yellow card. The equalising goal scorer in the second half on a yellow. Come on, cheer the boys. City makes some noise. Go on the boys. Go on the boys. Everywhere we go. 2-2 another game, another draw. Typical City. Yeah, Benny, you're spot on there. Typical City. I can't do down the Football League we go. I was gonna say I can't do EIO up the Football League we go when we're pulling out a draw here. Don't know what that does to us in the table. Certainly not positive things. Or if it's positive, not in a massive regard. As Greg Doherty bounces forwards there. He plays a low ball into the area. Millwall player grabs it. It's the story of this second half. Everything Hull City do is not with much effort. So Millwall can easily regain. 2 minutes played of this 5 minutes additional time. So 3 minutes left remaining. And what can City do? Nothing. We can't do anything. We can't do anything. Millwall have the ball in midfield here. Bounds away from Seri and Morton there. And Millwall, luckily enough, Millwall blazed that one over the bar from Amaku. Could have been the winner there for Millwall. Lucky he doesn't know how to get a ball on target, and he thought that he was playing rugby instead, right over the crossbar. Amaku. Right over the crossbar. Every Millwall fan behind the goal thought that one was in. I don't know. I don't see how. When they see that it's clearly over. And something's happening at the bench right now. Rosini is telling the Millwall manager to go and do one, pretty much. In probably a bit of nastier words than what I've just said, but as the Millwall manager is complaining to the fourth official. Surely that's a yellow card. I mean, we've seen Liam Rosini be booked yellow cards for that multiple times this season. Ninth position. Yeah. It's still good, but it's not what we need to be at the moment, considering the recent performances. International break probably coming at a right time then for City's current form. Let us reshape. With all the results, yeah. Disappointing point. Certainly going to be a disappointing point. 1 minute to go. A game that has 4 goals. But Philogene now trying to do something about it. Instead, no. He just gives the ball away. As Millwall have the ball here. A point is better than none though, City. So come and defend for this one. 50 seconds remaining. Ryan Alsop comes and commands his area nicely. Grabs the ball and plays it on a roller towards Doherty. Doherty to Greaves. Greaves now with Connolly. Connolly back towards Greaves into Seri. Out wide towards Cyrus Christie. Morton then to Jones. Seri back to Morton. And Doherty with it here. Doherty plays it out wide towards Greaves. Greaves uses Philogene. Philogene back into Doherty. Some nice play coming from Doherty from coming on the pitch here. Certainly a standout off the bench. All things considering. Seri then plays one to Jones. This is the strongest bit of possession spell we've seen from Hull City. We do eventually give the ball away, but Jones works it back. We're already over the 5 minutes played. Philogene grabs the ball here. His man goes down, and that is full time. 2-2 is the final score. full time as everyone's surrounding the fourth official from Millwall. Rosini is just putting in his argument towards the Millwall manager, and he seems to be a bit unhappy, the Millwall manager. Rosini shakes everyone's hand but the Millwall manager, and I think the Millwall manager can go and do one from what I've just seen. But that is full time at the Den. Disappointing. That's all I can say is disappointing. First half, where defensively we looked to be shambolic, but attack led the charge. But through all the effort that the attack put in, meant in the second half that there wasn't much left to give. So we relied on the defence. The defence couldn't do much. Everyone was giving the ball to Millwall, and I don't really know what else to say apart from the shocking defence. It's unfortunate that all the players go over and clap the travelling supporters. Good watch along, mate. Stay safe. See you again soon. UTT, thank you very much for joining me here, Benny. Thank you for reminding me about all the score updates as well. Thank you very much. Have a lovely week to however long it is until I next see you. Camo, gutted indeed. I am. Unfortunate in the end. Unfortunate. So yeah, we do slump down to 9th following this draw here. Leeds are ahead of us because they're leading 2-1. Southampton still below us. They're the next side that we see at the MKM Stadium. But the next side that we will see after the international break will be Birmingham City. And that'll be away. And they're currently sitting 6th in the table. Only a point ahead of us. But still a point ahead of us nonetheless. Yeah, a win today could have sent us up to the playoff places. Upsetting. International break now. Let's come back strong. Yeah, it's probably coming at a good time for us, Camo, isn't it? 2 poor performances from City, and needing to sort of give that time to reshape ourselves. So we'll do a quick blaze over scores in the Championship, scores in the Prem. And then that'll be it. Right, so Birmingham won 3-1, of course, yesterday against West Brom. Middlesbrough beat Sunderland, a 10-man Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, 4-0. Leicester won 2-0 against Stoke at home. Swansea pulled out a 3-1 win on the road at Plymouth Argyle, or Plymouth side that were winning 1-0 at half-time, I believe. Coventry Norwich ended 1-1. Cardiff Watford ended 1-1. Southampton Rotherham is currently 1-1. That game is still ongoing. I presume they've got a minute or 2 left. Of course, Millwall Hull ended in a 2-2 draw. Leeds 2, Bristol 1. That's the final score there. Sheffield Wednesday Huddersfield, another draw for Sheffield Wednesday, as they I don't think they've won a game yet this season. Blackburn beat QPR 4-0. And Ipswich beating Preston 4-2. So a few high-scoring games there in the Championship. A few 4-goal thrillers as well across the marks. So let's have a quick look at the Prem scores. Only a few games in the Premier League though, so nothing too much to report on. So of course Tottenham, a 10-man Tottenham beating Luton 1-0 at Kenilworth Road. Fulham are 2-1 up against Sheffield United. That game is still ongoing. Only a few minutes left, I presume. Chelsea pull out a 4-1 win against Burnley, coming from behind in that game. Man United came from behind against Brentford to win 2-1. And then Everton winning 3-0 against Bournemouth. So that's all the scores around the Championship and the Prem. So, Camera happy for Philogene though? Yeah, a fantastic performance from Philogene yet again. Glad to see his first Hull City goal. nicely worked. Just upsetting on the overall team's performance, I think, especially defensively. We want to have a look at during the international break as what we've got: Philogene, Delap. But we've not got. I don't think we've got any defenders going out, have we? Apart from James Furlong, I don't think we've got any defenders going out on international duty. So that's going to be something good to see our defenders get that time with Rosini and Andy Dawson during this international break. But realistically, it's a 2-2 loss, I'm going to say, at the Den. But anyway, thank you very much to everyone who's joined during the stream at any point, anyone that's commented, and all of you. I hope that you all have a lovely rest of your Saturday, rest of your weekend, and I'll see you soon. I'll be recording my reaction video next, so stay tuned on the YouTube channel. That'll be up within the next hour or so. So I'll catch you there by liking and subscribing. See you there. Thank you.